We have searched the world over for the best stretches for foot pain. We think we have found them, Brad. Stay tuned.
It reminds me of that song. We searched the world over and we
Uh,
thought we found true love. You made it. Remember that from me, huh?
yeah.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
All right, the first stretch you want to do is actually stretch the plantar fascia on the bottom of the foot. A lot of people get plantar fasciitis, and we want to stretch it and prevent it. So,
And we're talking about doing this
in bed,
and before you get out of bed
right.
in the morning.
So all you do is grab all your toes and the big toe,
Yep.
and grab it, the forefoot, and pull it back that way.
So I'm going to
I
grab
don't
it
know
like
if you can
this.
see how it stretched the plantar fascia.
Boy, my foot's a little dirty. There we go. Anyways, so I noticed that when you did that, you actually brought the foot down this way, and that seems to give a little better stretch.
Right.
Those little tidbits that some people, except for therapists,
A good
know.
20 to 30 seconds. You can
Yep.
do a couple times, and it'll get you started on your day.
So you might be lying on your back, in bed like this, and just go like this, and it's not so bad to do. How do I make these socks, huh?
All right, let's go to number 2. The second stretch is for those of you who have bunions.
Sure.
And this is a very easy passive stretch. I'm going to ask you to do is to buy some device to help you, some toe spreader.
Yes.
And this one's yoga toes, but you can use any of them, Brad. You have one that you can actually wear in your shoe, right?
Right, and you can walk or run with it, but for a lot of people, they're not going to worry about that. You can get these, a different style that you just wear them like Bob's
Right.
got them on his feet right now.
Right. My wife wears these every morning. She could only put it in for a minute
Yep.
start, but now she walks around it for like a half hour.
And I think we can mention the reason they work is because bunions are because your shoes push your toes together.
Right.
And these actually spread your toes apart, doing the opposite of what these pointed shoes do.
I have been amazed at how well they have worked on her.
Yeah.
I mean, we thought that her feet were beyond help.
Yeah.
And they really have straightened them out.
And she just wears them just
Every morning, she
for-
doesn't wear them the shoes. She just wears them for
10
like,
minutes, a half hour.
No, probably a half hour.
Yep. And look at
Walks
down
around.
here. They look like jewels.
Yeah.
So that I'm assuming that you got these for your wife, and she is grateful. And
That's
probably,
right.
Yeah.
She's well decorative.
You don't have to worry about Mother's Day now.
That's right. The next one, you're actually going to want to stretch your calf muscle, Brad, because the calf muscle has a huge effect on the foot.
Absolutely.
If it's tight, it's going to put a lot more stress on your feet. So you definitely want to get into it and stretch it, Brad. You want to show us the way?
Sure. And the calf stretch is very easy. All you need is either a cupboard or a wall. I'll show on the wall. Put your hands on the wall, and this
Yeah,
is the
you
leg
can
I'm
do it without
stretching.
equipment.
Yep. It works best if you have footwear on, pair of shoes, and something where your feet do not slide. Like this carpet works well. And I point the toe towards the wall, not like this, but like this, heel glued down to the floor, and I simply lean forward and try not to let the heel come up. You'll feel the stretch all the way down into the Achilles tendon. It's nice to hold it 15 to 30 seconds or stretch, pressure on, pressure off, 10 repetitions. And you can do it with your knee bent, and that gets the other deep, large muscle in your calf as well. Do that on both legs. I think the best way to stretch it is if you have an incline board. Don't have to, but it's a nice stretch. And it's even more relaxing. I can just kind of hang out here and get a deep stretch, bend my knee a little bit, get a soleus muscle, and relax. They're a wonderful thing. You can buy them. You can make one if you have somebody handy with wood. We do have a video that shows how to make one for very little. Just go to Bob and Brad and go to.
All right, we'll move on to number 4.
Oh, the number 4, yeah. Babbling there for a while.
All right, number 4, if you have hammer toes, which I do, Brad,
Yes.
you're actually going to grab the top of the foot and actually pull over and stretch that way.
You just
Right.
bending it right over.
Now, the way I actually do it, Brad, I actually every morning I get and I sit on my feet.
Yep.
So I actually stretch it into plantar flexion, right?
With shoes on or off?
Shoes off.
Had to think about that.
I had to think about it.
So you do that on a floor,
Right.
not on bed.
Now, initially, I could only go about like this,
Yep.
and now I could get all the way back like this,
So that weight is putting that foot into called plantar flexion
and the toes.
and the toes. Does it?
Works.
Did it hurt at first?
At first, it hurt. Now it feels great.
Oh,
Look at
wonderful.
me.
Say no more. Look at me. I am. There's a song about that. I can't remember how it goes. So let's go to the next one. This is a nice way to massage the bottom of your foot. You can do it in a nice chair, relaxed. You take.
Massage slash stretch.
There you go. We're going to stretch and massage. Take 2 golf balls, get yourself some duct tape, and tape them together. So here's one, here's the other. Just duct tape them together. And this works really nice. Put that on the floor. Put your bare foot on
You
there.
can be sitting at your desk.
Yep.
You can be watching TV.
And just roll back and forth. You'll find you can kind of get into different areas on the bottom of your foot, up by the toes.
What I like about 2 balls, it actually won't roll away on you.
Right. It just works out well. It's
Yeah.
kind of an ingenious thing. Bob thought of this, and if you got some golf balls around, go get it and get some tape, and there you go.
Yeah, cheap.
And they're fun to toss around.
All right, the final thing we're recommend is actually using an advanced piece of equipment, and it's actually our giveaway this week. It's
Yeah.
the 721 foot massager, which this is my favorite foot massager in the world, and it's not just because it has the Bob and Brad name on it, but I have looked at many of these. I've looked at, I'd say probably 20 of these, Brad, in my lifetime, and I like this one because it has a remote. And it can work on different pressures, kneading, air pressure, air mode, and it can also do heat.
Yes.
Just the most comfortable one. My wife thought so too, which means I agree with her.
Right. And that's always important.
Right.
So life is good when that happens.
So you just need to go to bobandbrad.com and go to the giveaway section, and you can sign up for it.
That's right. And you can have your own foot massage every night. Your wife doesn't have to do it either, or your
Right.
spouse, or whoever it may be.
There we go.
Your kids, your neighbors.
Dog-
Carry on.
Your dog.